if you put yourself in a situation like a relationship, put in your mind that person will have some things that they don't like. And if you're not ready for it, just don't get into a relationship. So the subject of today is the person that you're dealing with controlling, or you don't like taking direction? Because I feel like sometimes people confuse being controlled and taking direction from someone. When someone is controlling, it's simple. Like I would say, when someone controlling you, they don't care about your emotion. They don't care if what they're saying is right or wrong. They want to make sure that you do what they say. That's controlling. Like, let me just give you an example. Like, you were sitting, your husband comes like, I want you to wash dishes now. I don't want you to go outside. I don't want you to go sit with your friends. That's controlling. They're not giving you a reason. They're just coming and they're commanding. They're telling you what to do. That's controlling. But if they come, they be like, I don't have an issue with you going out with your friends, but like, you need to come back at a certain time because, I don't want you to be out there so late, because, we all know the world is not safe, So at that point, they're not controlling. They're just guiding you. They just care about you. It's clear whether they don't want you to come back home late. They don't want anything to happen to you. So they're not controlling you. They're not telling you don't go out with your friends. They're just telling you like, have limits, know what time you're going, what time you're coming back. I see a lot like, people, they will say like, oh, he's controlling, she's controlling. And I ask them, are they controlling? And most of those things I'll be talking about here is about things that I see in life, maybe for my friends, family, and then, I won't say anybody's name. I just come talk about it, so you have an idea. So yeah, they will be like, oh yeah, she's controlling, he's controlling. And then you ask them, oh, she doesn't like when I go out with my friends. And then you tell them like, can you explain what is it that she don't like? And they'll be like, oh, if I tell her, I'm going to go out with my friends, she'll be like, oh, what time you going to come back? Just be careful, make sure, you keep your phone on. To them, it's controlling. It's not controlling. They just want to make sure it's common sense. Because when you're out there and your partner is not with you, of course, they want to make sure that, you're safe. Of course, they want to make sure that, you're going to get back home safe. So, of course, they will ask you, who's driving? If you're drunk, please don't drive, just take an Uber. It's not controlling. They're not controlling you. They just care about you so much that they don't want you to end up in some crazy situation where you and your partner and your friends, whoever going to be with you, going to regret. Because most of the time when we do things, we don't think of the outcoming. What can happen? I'm going to go to a nightclub. We don't think about like, oh, I may get drunk. So what is the other way for me to get back home? Should I call Uber if that happens? Should I let my friends know that, hey guys, if I get 3-5 shot, don't let me take more. We don't think of those things. We just go with the idea of, okay, I'm going to have fun. Having fun is good, but you have to understand that, you have people who care about you. Everything has a limit. It's called boundaries for a reason. The definition of a boundary is easy. It's just a border. You see, it's a limit. You have to have a limit for everything. So when someone they care about you, they will make sure that you have a limit, and they will make sure that you respect. Their, how can I call it? Their wishes. Should I say wishes? Their boundaries. They will make sure that they will want you to respect their expectation. That's the best way to say it. Everybody have expectation in life, So if you have a partner and they tell you the expectation and you don't follow the expectation, I'm not saying you have to obey the expectation, but like I'm saying, you have to respect the expectation they have, like if, I might just put it this way, if you with someone and you don't like the way they do something to you, they don't respect you. It's simple, And I feel like if you with someone, they don't respect your willings, what you want, that would be so hard for you guys to get along. Because you when tell them something to them, they'll be like, oh, it's okay. They will say something to you that would be wrong. So I feel like, people really get it confused. like, guess I give good examples. Let me look at the time. It's been only 5 minutes. Don't get it confused, when it comes to someone controlling you or someone guiding you. Okay, I'm gonna give you another example. A girl wanna go out with her friends, and the husband is like, "Oh, you're going out? What time are you gonna come back?" "I'm gonna come back like at 10. "All right, sounds good. Please, if anything, just give me a call. I can come pick you up." "Okay, that's good." And then she go get dressed, and then she come back. The man is like, "I don't have anything wrong with your weighing, but I think it's showing your body too much." I got it with young, especially female. They wanna show their sexy body. They wanna show, they wanna show everything. But you have to understand, when you're in a relationship, the person you with, they're the only person wanna see. They don't want you to be there showing your body. Trust me. Even if a guy say like, "Oh yeah, I like I like that." True, they like it for themselves. They don't like it for everybody seeing. Because you have to understand something. When you go to a nightclub, we gotta be honest to ourselves. You're going somewhere that you will be tempted to drink. There will be guys gonna talk to you. If you're a female, there will be guys gonna talk to you. And if you're a guy, there will be female gonna be attracting to try to talk to you because they find you attractive. Okay? And if you go to the club by yourself, sometimes it even happen when you go to your partner. People still gonna look at you. Like, because you with someone doesn't mean they're gonna stop. People are wicked, People are wicked. They don't care if you have a ring on or whatever. They will still come talk to you if that's what they wanna do. So you going somewhere that you have a highly chance to get to talk to someone. Your chance of getting drunk is so high. Like, everything can happen where you're going. So when your partner telling you like, "Okay, what you're wearing is inappropriate," they're basically just telling you to be careful. I'm not comfortable with what you're wearing. If you with me, like, they're just telling you like they're not comfortable with something. And if you don't respect that, and you go tell your friend like, "Oh yeah, it's so controlling. You're saying like what I was wearing was not, inappropriate." Why you yourself, it's inappropriate? At that point, you just playing, how can I say? At that point, you just ignoring. You ignoring your partner feelings. You ignoring your partner willings, or like what they want from you. So that will be hard for them. And I'm talking about boys or female. I'm not here talking about just female. I'm talking about like both, gender. So sometimes we gotta understand that like the person with you, are they really controlling, or they just want you to, they see themselves being with someone who's gonna go certain ways. And if you feel like you cannot match that way, I don't want to give people advice saying like you have to go separate ways, but just think about your relationship. Really think about it, because most of the time the people want us, they will put us in some situation where we will regret it without knowing. I'll give you an example. You go out with your friends. Most of your friends, they're single. They're trying to look for I was gonna say bad word. They're going to a club with intention maybe to meet someone. You already have someone. So the way they even dress up themselves, the way they will dress up, it's not gonna be the same way as you, because they want to attract someone. You have to understand like, okay, me, I'm going somewhere, but I already have someone. So where there we already have two situations where there. So I'm not saying they're gonna put you in bad situation in a relationship, but you gotta understand that like, okay, my life is not the same. I feel like most of the time people like, we don't want to change. We don't want to accept change. We want to stay the same. Okay? Like, today is not the same day as yesterday, And if you put yourself in a situation like a relationship, put in your mind, that person will have some things that they don't like. And if you're not ready for it, just don't get into a relationship, It happened a lot with my whole life, like where like you're not even doing something wrong, but like when your partner tell you about it and they make you understand it, then you'll be like, oh, maybe that wasn't my intention, but what they're saying makes sense. Let me go this way now, because you want peace. You don't want to be in a relationship where you guys argue for things that makes no sense. Because most of the time, people are arguing in a relationship is for things that don't make sense at all. Like especially going out. Like me, I remember my best friend. One of my best friend, when I was dating his girl, he was dating a girl, and that girl said, at that time I was single, and my friend came to my house like, oh man, my girl don't want me to be friends with you anymore, man. I'm like, what you mean, bro? He's like, nah, man. She think like, like there is no way you can be single all that. That was just a lot of stuff he was saying. But my point is, I told him, man, I understand, I'm not saying she's white, but like I know you love her, and to save your relationship, I feel like, when you're hanging out, we need to move certain ways. Like, I don't want you to go back home late. I don't want to create issue in your relationship with her. So what I did with it is like I keep my relationship with my friend. And at the same time, I try to keep his relationship with his partner, because I didn't want to be the reason why that we broke up. Because most of the time people come with that like, oh, choose like me, or people come with a lot of stuff. So like that's my point with them. Most of the time your friends, they won't think that way. Because to them, when you come in telling your friend like, oh, I think she's controlling, them, they just listen to your side. They don't even try to think of, like process everything. They just be like, oh yeah, she is. Then the person is labeled as, controlling. So it's really so I'm looking at the time. It's really that simple. It's really that simple, You just gotta be careful, and if you put yourself into something, just make sure you ready to accept what comes with it. A relationship is not easy. I'm not an expert or anything, but like I know it's not easy, and it's always good to communicate. And just know, I'm gonna tell you this: if you with someone and then notice that they tell you like, I don't like this, I think if you go this way, that will be better for you. They're guiding you, and they see that you don't respect, you don't, like, you act like you don't care. Because if in my country they say, if a kid want to touch fire and you tell them 3 times to don't try to touch it, and they keep trying, let them touch it the fourth time, so that when they burn themselves, they won't do it again. Some people gonna say that's a bad advice or whatever, but like, you cannot force anybody. You cannot force anybody, because again, when you try to force someone, even for something that's good for them, you are gonna be called controlling, manipulative, all this word. So if you with someone and you yourself, that you don't respect their expectation, just know that person will last. I'm really gonna be honest with you. Like, they won't be there forever. That bag, they won't be there forever, because at that point they just become tolerant. They just wanna, be there just to be there. And what's gonna happen is your relationship gonna be hard, because the person may look happy from the outside, but they're broken, because they know they cannot tell you anything. And it happens a lot where you see like the guy or the girl just deal with it, because she loves the person so much, she don't want to leave him, or he cares about her so much, he doesn't want to leave. So now they're just there, So like I feel like, we have to have boundaries, Like a relationship, it's a big thing. We have to respect each other, and if you don't respect someone, they're either gonna be away from you, or they won't respect you. So that's really about it. Just think about it. Controlling is, I don't want you to go out. I want you to come back at exactly at 9:00. If you don't come back, we're gonna have a problem. They're controlling you. But if they tell you Since you guys going out, I think you should, instead of coming back at 9, it's gonna get too dark. Try to leave at 8, so that by the time you get here, it'll be like 8:45. They just care about you. They want you to come back home safe. So you see, what is it called? The same situation, but two different ways of approaching it. So yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about. I feel like this subject we're gonna talk about it more. Like I say, I don't want to keep it so long. If you have anything you wanna say, or you think you will advise me, please do so, and I will try my best to reply, and I will try my best to have more videos. But yeah, guys, just know communication is key, but at the same time, you gotta respect your partner. You have to respect their wishes, and the way they live their life, So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy this video, man. Peace.